It's easy to look at the nature of the problems and just assume that we are fucked, and usually to tie that to some conversation about human nature. And to say, okay, well, we were able to figure out technology that was extraordinarily powerful. To speak mythopoetically, the power of gods. The nuke was clearly the power of gods, right? And then lots of tech since then. We can genetically engineer new species, gain of function, whatever. Without the love and wisdom of gods, that goes in a self-terminate direction. Is it within the capacity of our nature to move towards the love and wisdom of gods to bind that power? Or are we inexorably inadequate vessels for the amount of power we have? So then I do a positive deviant analysis to look at what are the best stories of human nature to see if they converge in the right direction. And then also where there are conditioning factors that we take for granted because they become ubiquitous and think that they're nature. So if we go back to the Bible for a moment, we look at Jews and we look at, was there a population of people that were able to educate all of their people at a higher level than most other people around them for a pretty long time in lots of different circumstances? Yes. You look at the Buddhists, where they're a population of people that across millennia and different environments were able to make everybody peaceful enough to not hurt bugs. Yes. Across all the genetic variants and across all of the economic factors and the whatever else, do we have examples of very high level of cognitive development and very high level of ethical development of different populations based on cultures? We do. And then we say, oh, well, but, look at how well the founding fathers' ideas failed here. Well, the comprehensive education of everyone is not in the interests of the elite that have the most power, as we mentioned. And so making it seem like that's an impossible thing is actually really good to support the idea that there should be some kind of nobility or aristocracy or something like that. There should be elites who control because they're more qualified. I would say that we have not in modern times ever tried to educate our population in a way that could lead to self-governance because there was no incentive to do so. Or those who had the most capacity had incentive to do something else, even when they said they were doing that. So do I think that it's possible? Do I think that we have examples historically of people who developed themselves cognitively and ethically enough that if we did those together, right? Buddhist Jews, however we want to talk about it, do I think that's possible within human nature and basically untried? Yes.
Yeah, I love that, and I agree with you. It's dependent on something which we might as well spell out here, which is that the capacities, the difference in capacity between human populations is overwhelmingly, if not entirely, at the software level, which I firmly believe. I'm speaking as a biologist. I've looked at this. I will have to defend it at length elsewhere, but the degree to which it's software that distinguishes us, and therefore we can innovate tools, we can democratize tools, all of that is at our disposal, and I agree with you. It hasn't been tried, and it might be our only hope, but at least we've got prototypes.